Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Tower number 9, and I'm coming to you today with a little bit of a different video for the channel. This time, it's a collaboration here with Intrinsic Prime from the Intrinsic Gaming channel. You can check out his logo down there in the bottom right. And we are going to collaborate here to do a part 2 to my How to Play Tabletop Simulator video, and we're going to be going through an actual game and just stuff that comes up. All right, so one of the first things I want to show you guys is just the promote function. So this is something that you're going to want to do. I didn't show this in the previous video because it was just me showing the things in single player, but if you host a game, you can see up here you got the player names in the top right. If the opponent has objects that they want to load in, like if they have a deck saved separately, you're going to want to click on their name and hit promote, and it will say, promote player Intrinsic Prime. You'll hit yes, and then that's going to allow them to bring in objects of their own that they might have saved, but it's also going to allow them to interact with this stuff more easily. Like they can do copy paste commands on the life totals and stuff like that. So in this case, I believe we're going to be doing a starter deck game. So we're gonna scroll over here and grab some starter decks. Intrinsic Prime, what do you want to grab? Just from we got the Welcome to Wraith starters here. We got Guardian, Warrior, Ninja, and Brute.
Yeah, I think I'll go ahead and go with Dorinthea Hero deck tonight.
Sounds good. So yeah, if you just click on that and then drag it off, it will spawn that deck for you. Did it do it? Didn't do it.
Let's see. Okay, I'm grabbing here. Wonder if I have to double grab? No?
Here, let me see. Oh, you have to kind of like skim it off quickly, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, so I'm going to try out the Katsu starter. Oh, and I just shuffled it by mistake, which means I'm silly. But that's okay. So I just shuffled this by mistake, and my hero is no longer on the top. But this is actually a good opportunity to show something. I did not actually intend to do this, but it's a teaching moment. I'm going to right-click on it and hit search. We see the search dialog, and I'm going to find my hero. Probably for this one, we want to use the young heroes. I think these decks work better with that. So
okay.
I'm going to pull the young hero out of the deck, and then I'm going to take the other hero and put it off to the side. Then I'm also going to find my equipment. So I have the Harmonized Kadachi, and then I have Iron Wrought Legs and Helm, and then I have Breaking Scales, and then I don't... What is my chest armor in this? Is it Vest of the First Fist? What is it? Well, we can actually just scroll through here until I see it. It's Heartened Cross Strap. Okay, so then that's that stuff, and then I'll put the deck over here, shuffle it up, get a life counter, set it to 20. All right, Intrinsic, what are you up to?
All right, so I gotta grab quick.
Yeah, if you just if you click and hold, it's gonna grab the whole thing and pick it up. But if you just skim it off the top, then it's just gonna do that. And
okay, I think I'm in the rhythm now.
Yeah, and unlike me, you successfully were able to do this without shuffling your deck by mistake. So you have the easier experience of just having all the equipment be on top where it's normally sorted. And then this card is a token, and we don't really need it here. Actually, let me make sure. I might have a Quicken token in here. Okay, I don't think I do. Yeah, I don't think this deck has any tokens in it. Because the tokens now spawn on the side, you don't really need that. Yep. Okay.
And then how do I flip it over?
Tap F.
Tap F, gotcha.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, so then we're going to be doing, and then you can grab the deck and shake it, which is like the fun way to do it, or you can highlight it and tap R, and that will also shuffle it, but without the added fun of shaking the cards around.
Very cool. Awesome. Thank you.
No problem. All right, so then let's roll to see who gets to pick first or second. So I'm spawning a die, making it bigger, and then copy pasting it, and then I'm going to highlight both of them and copy paste them so you have them too. And then I'll highlight them and tap R to roll them. And I have rolled an 11. That's a pretty good roll. You have a 6. Okay, so I have won the roll, and I think in this case I'll go first. I think normally I would go second, but I think it might be better for the video if I go first.
Yeah, cool.
So we're going to shuffle up the deck again. I've done this a lot, but you gotta be sure. And then I'm going to draw 4 cards. And then you should also draw 4 cards. Just highlight the deck and tap the number 4, and it will draw the 4 cards to your hand.
Highlight the deck, tap the number 4.
Yep. Now you can also do it by dragging the cards off the top of your deck in the same way that you were doing earlier, where you just kind of skim them off.
Okay.
but the tapping the number is easier and is less likely to have errors. Okay, so
Gotcha.
I'm going first, and my turn is actually going to be really easy. I am going to play an energy potion, and then I'm going to pass and put a card in my arsenal.
Yeah, that was very that was very quick. That
Yep, and then I'm
was
going to
great.
draw 2 cards. So
Okay.
in that
Yeah,
case, I
cool.
highlighted my deck and tapped the number 2 so that I would draw the 2 cards specifically. Now it's over to you. So if you want to pitch
Okay.
something, just drag it into the pitch zone. And I often like using dice to represent how much energy that I have remaining.
Okay.
Oh, and I'm sorry. Here, this is a life counter
Yeah,
for you.
please. Great, thank you. Okay. Yeah, so I'm going to pitch a Yellow Warrior's Valor,
Cool.
and that's going to generate me. How do I turn this dice to the 2 side?
Tap the number 2.
Hit 2.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, so that's going to generate me 2 resources,
Yep.
and then I think what I want to lead out with is a Yellow Warrior's Valor,
Okay.
and that's going to leave me with 1 resource.
All right. So
And
you're.
then, yeah, so this is going to pump my sword attack
Yep.
by +2, right? I'm going to use this last resource, and I'm going to lead out with my Dawn Blade for the attack.
All right. So this is coming in for 5, and if it hits, the weapon will gain go again. Let me think about what I want to do on my turn. Probably I don't want to get hit here. Unfortunately, I don't have a great defensive hand. Let's think. So I could block with this. Normally I would, but it's also my only blue card that I have in hand. So it's kind of painful to block with. Hmm. Well, yeah. I think under the circumstances, I am going to have to block with some stuff that I would normally not want to block with. Let's think about just how I'm going to do that. Yeah, okay, so I will block with. I'm going to block with this leg tap, with this surging strike, and with the Iron Rot Helm to block for a total of 5.
5. Okay. It has to
Yeah, it has to
hit
hit
from
to
my
use that.
fraction bolters, correct. Okay, so then I am simply going to bring my Dawnblade back.
Okay.
Now, how will I arsenal? Because I want to arsenal a card, please.
Yeah, you want to highlight the card in your hand and tap F to
Okay.
flip it over, and then drag it over there. I won't be able to see it if you do it this way, whereas if you flip it after you've already put it on the board, I'll be able to see it.
So I think I did that
Yep,
successfully.
you got it.
And then to stick this is going to go in my discard. And then how do I stick this Warrior Valor back underneath?
So I just pinged a little spot there. If you hit that little
Cool.
bobble icon there, it's going to automatically flip that to the bottom of your deck.
When I hit in turn.
Yep.
Okay, gotcha. I'm going to hit in turn.
Yep,
Perfect.
and then you'll
And
highlight
then
the deck and hit 3 to draw 3 cards.
3.
And then for me, this Iron Rat Helm is destroyed. These 2 items are discarded. Now, a lot of the time, in theory, you're supposed to discard equipment like this, but I think it's more common to have people just flip it over in their zone so they know, like, I had this and it was destroyed.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense to me. Okay, cool. Pass turn.
Sounds good. So then on my turn, I only have 2 cards plus my card in Arsenal here, but we're going to see what we can do with them. I'm going to play a Fluster Fist, or I'm going to pitch a Fluster Fist for 3 and swing a Harmonized Kanachi. So this is, I have a card in my pitch zone with cost 0, so it gets go again, and then this is just attacking for 1 damage.
Okay. So I would like to just take the 1 damage.
Okay, yeah, so just, no blocks. I have no attack reaction. You'll just take 1.
Okay.
Then I'm going to play a Surging Strike from Arsenal. So this card is costs 2, so that's going to be the rest of my energy, but it's coming in for strength 5 with go again.
Aha. Okay.
Just to make this a little easier on the viewers, I'm going to disable my top menu here. To do that, you get the menu configuration interface and uncheck that. That's just going to make it a little cleaner.
Cool. Okay, so I do not want. I'm not playing anything as a defense.
Okay, so no blocks.
Pass priority back to you.
Yeah, so you
for
say no
attack reactions.
blocks, I'll say no
Okay, no
attack
blocks.
reactions. Any
Okay,
defense
and
reactions?
then yeah, I want to come out of my arsenal for my
Sounds
defense
good.
reaction. And then I need to flip this if I did that correct.
Nice, red
And
shunt.
then
Okay, so that'll
this has
block
a cost
6, but you need to pitch a card to play for it since it costs 1.
one. Correct. Okay, so what I want to pitch is I'm just doing some quick math for my next turn. I'm gonna pitch the biting blade
That's good,
to
yeah.
pay the 1.
This card is not amazing. It's in the starter deck, but the fact that it costs 2 makes it kind of, kind of tough to use.
I do agree with that. Yeah, definitely.
All right, so then this is blocking me for 6. The text isn't active because it defends. It's not defending a weapon attack. This is a card, but it's going to block me completely, and I don't have an attack reaction. However, I am going to then, since I have the go again, I'm then going to play a Whelming Gust Wave, and
Okay.
the combo is enabled since Surging Strike with my last attack. So this is going to come in at Strength 4 with go again, and if this hits, draw a card.
Yeah. So I'm gonna put some equipment. You said strength 4, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
So it's gonna hit no matter what. And I'm at 19 life.
Well, I mean, you can block with
Oh.
stuff from hand, so it's not guaranteed to hit. You can probably stop it. The question is just, do you want to?
Hmm.
Like the things with strength 4 are good in this game because
Yeah.
they normal cards are only going to block for 3. So because this is 4, you have to either block with multiple things from hand or use a card plus equipment or whatever.
Yeah, so I guess we will do that. The thing, it's not the damage that's concerning me right now. It's the card draw.
Yeah, that's definitely
But
a scarier thing because I could draw an attack that I could then potentially use, or even just something to put in arsenal or pitch and use the Kadachi. Okay, so
so
you're
we said
blocking for 4.
4, yes, sir.
Okay, so then I don't have any attack reactions, and that will be the end of my turn. So all this stuff will go to the discard pile, and I'll hit the end turn, draw up my new hand of 4 cards, and it's over to you.
Awesome. Okay, so do I hit the intern right now to shuffle?
Yeah, that's
my
right.
biting? Okay. Okay. That. All right. So my turn. So I'm gonna pitch a Warrior's Valor blue. That's gonna generate me 3 resources.
Yep.
And I would like to pay 1 to go ahead and swing with my Dawn Blade.
Dawn Blade for 3. Let's take a look.
Is there?
Well, my hand is not amazing, not terrible. Okay, I'm going to block for 3 with this Whelming Gust Wave. Any attack reactions?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I have 1 attack reaction. So I'm going to come out here with Stroke of Foresight, and I got to pay a resource for that. So I'll go down to 1 resource.
Okay, so then that's +3, and I did defend with a card from my hand, so you can draw a card and then put it on the top or bottom.
Okay, so I'm just going to hit the highlight and hit 1. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, so I'm going to draw that. And then, interesting. I will put it, I want to put it on the top. So I'm going to flip it first. Is that correct?
Yeah, so tap F and then just drag it right back to where it came from.
Okay.
And if you did want to put it on the bottom, what you would want to do is if you hold down left and right click at the same time, it will have the card, but it will bring it to like the bottom level, and then you can kind of skim it under the deck. Okay.
Oh, that's cool.
So in this case,
Very
this is
cool.
coming in, and it's going to hit me for 3 right now because it's 3 + 3, so 6 with my 3 defense. I'm okay with that. I'm not going to play any defense reaction, so I will take 3 damage.
Okay, and I want to destroy my refraction bolters to give it go again.
Okay, go for it. So then, yeah, if you just flip that over, yeah, that's good.
Cool. And then this will go over here. This will come back to hand. Trigger Dorinthea, and I'll
Yep.
pay my last resource and swing into Chainlink 2.
All right, so Chainlink 2 coming in for 3 again. So if this one hits, you'll get the +1 counter on Dawn Blades. It's the second time it will have hit this turn. So I do not want to let that happen, and I am going to block for 3. All right.
All right, so I will bring it back to hand.
Or to weapon zone, but yeah.
A weapon zone, yep, correct. I will hit that under, highlight my deck, and hit the 4 to draw back up
Yep.
and pass turn.
All right, so on my turn, I'm going to pitch this blue Flick Flack for 3, swing a Kadachi for 1 with go again.
Yep, I will go down to 18.
Cool. I'll swing my second Kadachi for 1 with go again.
Yep, I'll go down to 17.
And then I'm going to play another energy potion, and that's my turn.
Awesome.
I have a lot of energy with these potions, but I'm hoping to get something a little more aggressive going in the future.
That makes sense. It's an interesting race in the go tall versus go wide.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna pitch a blue biting blade. Give myself 3 resources here. Thank you. Drop that in there.
And for anyone who's wondering what I was just doing, you can rotate cards by holding down Q or E.
Q or E. Okay, cool. Just doing quick math. Apologize. Okay, yeah. We're gonna go ahead and use a resource to swing in with the Dawn Blade for an attack of 3.
Dawn Blade for 3. I will. That's interesting. I'm going to block for 2 and then add the breaking scales to block for 3 in total. Any attack reaction?
I do, yeah. I want to come in with initially with Stroke of Foresight.
Yep, go for it.
And I want to pay the resource for that one.
Okay.
And then I want to draw a card.
Yep. And then the cool thing about Stroke of Foresight is that you can actually put any card from your hand on the top or bottom. It doesn't have to be the one you just drew. So if one of your cards that you already have is something that you don't want, you could send that to the bottom or whatever and keep the one that you've just drawn.
Yeah, I want to get rid of this one here. So I need to flip it around.
Okay.
And then this is where I get to learn how to put it underneath.
Yeah, so if you hold left and right click at the same time and then drag it to the deck, it should go underneath it, in theory.
Like this?
Hold down left and right click at once. So if I'm doing it with this, it will, like, you'll know it's right because the card will be, like, stuck to the table, basically. Oh, do you have a right click?
No, so yeah, so being a Mac.
Okay, so you'll have to do it the other way. So if you put it to the side there, you can just pick up, like, just let it go. Okay. And then you can just pick up the deck and put it on top of it.
Gotcha. Very cool.
Yeah, perfect. So that's a good tactic if you're on, like, a Mac laptop or similar and you don't have an actual right click. Or you don't have one that you can use at the same time. Okay, so I'll say, so then actually it's technically still your window or whatever if you want to play any more attack reactions.
Yep, I've got one last one right here. I want to drop a Razor's Reflex using my last resource.
All right, so you're up to 9 damage and I'm only blocking 3. I don't have any defense reactions, so I'm going to take 6, and that's painful. All right, and then this breaking scales, so this is battle worn, so because I've defended with it, I'm going to put a -1 counter on it when the combat chain closes, so I'm going to drag one of these counters over here and put it on there. These are -1s, or these are often used as -1s.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's perfect.
Okay, so then, yeah, so that's the turn, so then you can end and drop, and and you can arsenal this card first or not, depending on whether or not you want to do that. Be sure to flip it first.
Yeah. Good call. Let me flip. Drop it down there, and then I'm going to hit the end turn to shuffle that under.
Yep.
Highlight, and I'm going to hit 4 and passing turn.
Yep, cool. Sounds good. So then, okay, well, I want to get some aggression going here. I'm going to... Yeah, I'm going to use one of my energy potions here, so I'm just dragging it to discard and putting this die with 2 in the pitch zone, because I now have 2 energy from that. And then I'm going to play a Surging Strike, so then this is going to come in at Strength 5 with Go Again, and that uses all the energy there.
Oh, wow. Solid attack. I'm just going to do some quick math.
Yep.
Okay. Yep. I'm going to defend here with a Driving Blade for 3 defense.
Okay. No attack reaction from me.
Okay. So I'm taking 2?
Yep.
I'm going down to 15.
Then I'm going to play a red Whelming Gust Wave, so this is going to come in for 4 with Go Again, and if it hits, draw a card since the combo is enabled.
Oh, yeah. Gotta keep that one. I'm okay with giving this one up. So I'm going to use this and my iron plate.
Okay, so you're blocking for 4.
Yes, sir.
All right, I am going to play a attack reaction. I'm going to play a lunging press from hand to give my attack action +1. So now I'm at 5 to your 4. You need defense reaction?
No, sir.
Okay.
It will be good. You'll hit for 1.
Yeah, and then because I hit for 1 and I have this effect, I will draw a card. So.
Okay. Yep. Absolutely.
Did you take the 1 damage?
No, sorry. I was trying to figure out how to line up my iron plate. So now I'll
That's
go
all
down
good.
to 14.
Yeah, hold down Q or E while highlighting the card to rotate it. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, cool.
So then I am going to... That is interesting. Yeah, I think I am going to just Arsenal and pass. So then it will be over to you. And I'll draw up a new hand.
This.
Cool.
Graveyard this. Flip this. Drop that there. I think what I want to do is this. I think I want to pitch blue.
Pitching blue flock.
3 resource. Okay. Well, yeah, blue flock of the feather walkers, creating 3 resources. I would like to use 0 resources for sharpened steel.
Okay, next weapon attack +3. Pretty cool.
And then I'd like to use 1 resource to swing in with my Dawn Blade.
Coming in for 6. Okay, so what do I want to do here? 6 damage, that's a lot. I really probably don't want to take 6. At the same time, I want to keep some cards to do my own aggressive stuff. Let's think about how I most want to do this. Yeah, I'm going to use these 2 cards to block for 5 damage here.
Okay, so I'm going to connect for 1.
1 damage gets through.
Dawn Blade's going to come back to hand. Sharpened Steel goes to the graveyard. I'm going to lose 2 resources. I'm going to, in turn, I'm going to tap 4 to draw up, and I'm going to pass turn.
Sounds good. So I'm going to pitch this yellow Rising Knee Thrust for 2, and swing a Kadachi for 1 with Go Again.
But yep, I'm going to go to 13.
Cool. Then I'll play a leg tap from Arsenal. This is coming in for 4 with Go Again.
Automatically has Go Again, and you only have 1 card left in hand.
That's right.
Yeah, I'm going to take the 4 and go down to 9.
Okay. And then I will play a Rising Knee Thrust from hand, which has the combo enabled. So this is coming in for 5 with Go Again.
Okay, so we're going to block with red shunt for 6.
Or that's a defense reaction, but yeah.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I apologize. Here, I'll pull it back. So no defense.
Yeah, so no block. Then I say no attack reaction, and then you can play that.
And then defense reaction. Yeah, yep. Apologize for the sequencing.
It's all good. That's a common thing there. So then the red shunt here is going to defend for 6. You do have to pitch 1 to play it, though, since it costs 1.
Yeah, let's pitch. Honestly, I'm gonna pitch the energy potion.
Yeah, the potion is cool, but you lose tempo to play it, so it's sometimes better just for the energy. Okay, so then you're
Yeah.
blocking 6 against my attack for 5. I don't have any attack reaction, so that's going to be that, and I'll put my stuff in its appropriate places, and the turn drop to 4. Back to you.
And then I think the shield, we'll see. Does it do a damage when it blocks? Steel Blade Shield?
Only if it's a weapon attack. In this case, it
Gotcha.
was an
Okay.
attack card, but if you used it on one of the Kadachi, it would. In
Yeah,
this
that's
matchup, it's sort of wasteful because your option is either to like use way too much defense to block a Kadachi and get the damage, or to use it against a attack card and not get the damage.
okay. That makes sense. All right, so I'm going to start my turn. I'm going to pitch um, a blue sigil generating 3 resources. Um, interesting. So the sequence of this is, I think what I'm going to do for sequencing's sake is I'm actually going to come out and play from my arsenal.
Okay.
Flip this. That's going to take me 1 resource. Pretty weak attack, but that's okay. It's going to generate me a quicken token here.
And then you have to, as an additional cost, you have to reveal a card in your hand with cost 1 or less.
Yep. And I am going to just lay it on the table.
Nice, yeah. Yeah, so this is a
Yeah.
good one. This Nature's Path Pilgrimage is a good card to have in this situation because this effect is if it hits and you have no cards in Arsenal, you reveal the top card, and if it's an action, you put it face down into your Arsenal. So this is actually a really good card to have in Arsenal because if you do that and then play it from Arsenal, you're guaranteed to have Arsenal open for the potential effect. So that's a good combination. And then you get this Quicken token when you play an attack action card or attack with a weapon, destroy it to Quicken, and then the attack gains go again. And this is coming in for 3 damage. I have to think about what I want to do, so I could potentially defend against this with various cards that I have in hand, but the question is going to become what I want to defend with versus what I want to play. So I'm just going to think a little bit about what my turn looks like.
Yeah, absolutely. Because I'm very clearly setting up for next turn
Yeah,
to be
exactly.
sort of my all in. Yeah, absolutely. I gotcha.
So then,
And I think that's a lot of that. That's part of the great joy of this game is a lot of that push and pull of when do you take that little bit of loss for tempo to try to set up for that big turn? When do
yeah.
you block big damage versus kind of let it through to have that big tempo swing turn? That's one thing I've really enjoyed with Flesh and Blood.
Yeah, it's very interesting, and it definitely adds to the game. Okay, I think this is coming in for strength 3. It doesn't have an on hit effect. I think I'm just going to take the damage, so I'll take 3.
Yeah, great. So we are going to drop this in the graveyard. I'm going to lose 2 resources. I'm
Yep.
going to arsenal this card that you already know.
Yep. So now I'm
And
thinking, next turn you have this quicken token for go again. You can play that big buff that will potentially even get you another card into Arsenal. That's pretty scary. I want to try and do a big turn of my own and try to get some stuff out of your hand and make it harder for you to do a lot of stuff. So let's think about how I'm going to do this. Okay, I'll start off by pitching a wounding blow here for 3.
okay.
Blue wounding blow. This is a weird card. This was like used more frequently in the very early days of the game. It's kind of been superseded, but it's a card that's basically a vanilla and it's just numbers. And yeah, so in this case that's going to be a pitch, and then I'm going to swing the Kadachi there for 1 with go again.
I'm going to go to 8.
Cool. Swing the second Kadachi there for 1 with go again.
Yes, sir. I'm at 7.
Then I'm going to play a head jab coming in for 1 with go again.
It's a blue. Okay, yeah. I'm going to go down to 6.
Okay. Then I'm going to destroy my Heartened Crossstrap here. The next attack action that I play this turn costs 2 less to play, and it has go again. Or wait, actually, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm sorry. I was thinking I was going to do that, but if I do that, it will break the combat chain since that's an action and not an instant.
Sure.
And I need to maintain the combat chain. So instead of doing that, I'm going to use my potion for 2 energy. I kind of messed that up a little bit.
No, you're good.
And then I'm going to play this Open the Center, which is the card that I wanted to have discounted. Luckily, the potion is going to make up for it. So this is coming in at strength 6, and it has go again and dominate. because head jab was the last attack, so you cannot defend against this with more than one card from hand.
So I want to use my. I do want to defend.
Okay.
But I want to use my Steel Blade Shunt in defense mode and not in defense reaction mode.
There is no defense mode. You can only play defense. You can only play defense reactions. You can't just block with them.
Yep, perfect. So then I'm gonna say no defense.
Okay, and then I'll pass attack reaction.
And then you're gonna play the shunt. Steel Blade Shunt, and I'm gonna pitch to pay for it.
Yep. So this will block all 6.
And then what I want to pitch to pay for it is a energy potion.
Yep. Okay. And then I am going to follow that up by playing a Whelming Gust Wave, which is coming in just for 3 because the combo is not enabled.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna take the 3.
Okay.
And go down to 3.
Sounds good. That will be my turn. Messed up a little bit there. I did not realize what Heart and Cross Strap actually does because I never play with that card. But that's all good. It's it's a learning experience for, one of the other things about these decks is that if you're playing, especially in limited, if you're playing some limited play where it's going to be, sorry, what are you doing?
I'm taking a look at my just to remember what the cost is.
You can actually peek at it if you highlight it and hold down Alt to get the zoom in, and then tap Shift. You can see the other side of it.
So I click it. Hold down.
Just highlight it. Don't pick it up.
Oh, okay.
And then hold down Alt, and it should show you like a big image of the back of the card. And then hold down Shift as well, and it will show you the the side.
Perfect. Yeah. I appreciate that. I did not know that before.
And as you can see, I peeked at it too just to demonstrate it for the viewers. I knew what it was because it was revealed. And you'll see that little eye icon on it right after you peek it, which will show your opponent that you're looking at it.
Cool. Awesome. Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so here we go. You're at 7. Okay, we're gonna pitch a Blue Warrior's Valor. We're gonna generate 3 resources.
Okay.
And then I believe this has to be played first, if I remember correctly. Yeah, it's my action with Go Again. So I'm gonna flip this because I'm gonna play this card first.
Okay.
To get +3. Oh. That and spin it. I don't know what I did. Sorry.
It's all good.
And then I'm gonna burn another resource, and I'm gonna go ahead and put my Dawn Blade out here, coming in for 6.
So this is 6, and if this hits and you have no cards in your arsenal, reveal the top card of your deck. If it's an action card, put it face down into your arsenal, and it has Go Again. That is pretty scary, but I actually don't... Oh, and then also, because of the Quicken token, this attack itself has Go Again.
Yeah.
All right, so I am going to try to stop this, but it's going to use a lot. So I am going to block for 4 any attack reactions.
No, I do not.
Okay, and then I'll play this Flick Flack from hand to block an additional 2.
Okay.
Any reactions?
Nope.
Okay, so I have successfully stopped it, but I used a lot of cards to do that.
Yeah, and so then I did get Go Again because of this token. So I just chucked this token off the side of the table.
That's
correct?
Right. Yeah, it's just gone.
Okay. And then I just want to put this last resource.
Okay.
Into swinging my Dawn Blade again.
You actually can't because it has once per turn action attack.
Oh, and it didn't hit, so it didn't trigger
Dorinthia's ability.
You are 100% correct. Yep. Absolutely. Okay. So then we are going to end turn.
All right.
And I'm going to Arsenal.
Remember to flip first.
So here, flip.
Yep. There you go.
Coming in, and then we're highlighting and hitting the 4, and then we are passing the turn to you, sir.
Yep. And I only have 1 card. It's this blue Sigil of Solace, which I'm going to pitch and get 3 energy, and then swing Kadachi for 1.
Yeah, we'll go to 2.
And swing Kadachi for 1.
And you have no pump effects off these guys, right?
Yeah, so this is a pump effect, but it only works on attack actions that have combo, which is not what I'm doing here. So
not Kadachi. Okay, so we're gonna go down to 1 because we're gonna go all in on the next turn.
All right, I'm worried. I had to use a lot of stuff to defend. Didn't have a huge attack. Let's see what happens here.
Let's see. All right, just so I remember if I have to play it first. I have to play it first. Okay. All right, so I want to. Which is a better effect? So I want to pitch this to generate 3 resources.
Okay, blue scour the battlescape, pitch there, 3 resources.
And then I want to put 2 resources into my arsenal card.
Yep.
Which is driving blade.
Ooh, nasty. So next weapon attack is +3 and go again. Pretty strong.
Yeah. And then we're going to put this last resource into our Dawn Blade.
Okay, so this is coming in for strength 6, and it has go again. I am going to try and defend. We'll see if this works. So I will block with Wounding Blow for 3, Scour the Battlescape for 2, so that's 5, and then I'll throw in the Iron Rot Legs as well to block for a total of 6. Any attack reaction?
Yes. So I'm going to pitch a Yellow Warrior's Valor to generate 2 resources.
Okay.
And I'm going to use one of those resources to pay for a Stroke of Foresight, where Reprise
Stroke of Foresight, yellow. Yeah, so you'll get +2, and then you can draw 1 and send. So then you can put a card from your hand on the top or bottom of your deck, because I defended with a card from my hand this chain link.
I'm gonna flip this card, and I want to put it on the bottom, so I'm gonna do the trick where I
put it down there and then
pick up my deck.
Yep.
And then back here.
Okay.
Yep, cool.
So then now your attack is coming in for a total of 8.
Yes, sir.
And I've blocked 6. I'm going to play a Springboard Somersault from hand to block an additional 2, so I'm now blocking 8.
Nice. No attack reactions.
Okay, so I will not take damage from this, but I only have 1 card left again. Any further stuff? You do have go again.
Yeah, so I'm gonna swing. No, it didn't hit.
Yeah,
so
that's right.
It didn't trigger Dorinthea, so I can't swing again. No, I'm just gonna arsenal this last card.
Okay. All right, so that's gonna be. I've used up a lot of stuff. So now this turn, I'm gonna finally use the what's it called? Oh yeah, so you have to have these stacked up to use that. So just put them on top of each other.
Gotcha.
Okay, so then I'm going to use the Heart and Cross Strap to give my my next attack will cost 2 less, and that has go again, and then I'll throw out a Yellow Surging Strike coming in for 4 with go again.
So I have to block this for a total of 4?
Yeah, so you got to block. You got to block it completely, or it will, because you're only at 1 life.
Yeah, so that's going to use up, and it has go again?
That's right.
So card number 1 for 3.
Biting
Merchant's Hood has 0 block, correct?
Yeah, that can't block. Hope Merchant's Hood just has the ability.
Yeah, just to reshuffle my hand. Okay, and then I guess I think best to add this in there.
Okay. So that'll block a total of 5. I don't have any reactions, so you've blocked it, and we'll go back to your turn.
Okay.
And I'll draw up to 4, and over to you.
So let's go Sharpened Steel Red for 0. Let's pitch Iron Song Response for 3.
Sounds good.
Can line this up. I don't know what I'm doing there.
Yeah, I'm not sure why the cards are spinning as you're taking them out, but...
And then I'm going to flip this to 2 resources, and we're going to come in for an attack of 6. I think it's because of the way the Mac mouse works to zoom in and out. It's confusing zoom in and out with the spin angle.
Oh, yeah, you know what? That's what it is. Because if you use scroll wheel, it spins the card while you're holding it. So maybe if like you're using like 2 fingers or whatever, or however you're doing it, it's going to spin the card.
Yep.
All right, So then Sharpened Steel +3, Dawn Blade for 3. So coming in for 6, you have 2 resources floating. So I would like to just take a bunch of damage here and come back with a huge attack, but I'm worried that you might have some kind of attack reaction because you are warrior. So I think I'm gonna have to defend as much as I don't like it. See, unfortunately, my best defense card is also a card that would be really strong, but I think I'm gonna be okay. Let's see. If I block for 3, then I will take 3 damage, and that's but then if you have you don't have route because that's not in this deck, but if you had an overpower or a bite, if you had a red biting blade, that would be +4. So I'm gonna have to block more than that, which I don't want to do. So we're going to throw in, yeah, so I'm going to block 5. Any attack reaction?
No, sir.
Okay, so I will take 1.
Okay, so this is going to come back to hand. Then I want to use 1 resource to play my arsenal card, which is going to actually let me draw my top card.
Wait, I'm sorry. This is something you have to play before the attack.
I'm playing it before my second attack.
You don't have a second attack.
I hit for 1, right?
Yeah, but you don't have Go Again. So to
Oh,
actually
you're
get
right,
the
you're
2
right,
strings,
you're
you have to
right,
line up Go
you're
Again
right.
and Dorinthea.
No. Yep, you are 100% correct.
Okay.
You're 100% correct. I completely missequenced that. You're right.
Okay.
I don't know in my brain why I thought the other. Yep, but you are absolutely right. I agree. All right, so resources are coming off. I'm going to end the turn, and I'm going to draw back up to 4. No,
Okay.
You're right. I should have played that very first.
Yeah, that would have been better.
And pass turn.
All right, so I will pitch for 3, Karachi for 1 with Go Again.
And I have to block. Yeah, I think I just stick down the. We'll just block with the overpower.
Okay. Second Karachi for 1 with Go Again.
Yeah, and at this point, I think I just dropped the Razor's Reflex.
Okay, and then Head Jab for 3 with Go Again.
Sharpened Steel.
You got it. No attack reactions, and that's gonna be my turn. These Kadachi get really good when you're down low and have to spend a card blocking 1 damage.
Oh gosh, very. The fatigue factor is awesome.
Yep.
All right, so we're gonna pitch Springboard Somersault.
Yep.
We're gonna bring in 2 resources. We're gonna spend 1 for our Arsenal card.
Yep.
Drop that over here. That's gonna let me refill my Arsenal.
If it hits.
If it hits, okay.
Yeah, so your next weapon attack is +3, and if it hits, reveal the top card. If it's an action, put it face down in Arsenal, and then coming in for 6.
Okay, yeah.
In this situation, how do I want to let you have it? What is this combo with? Yeah, I think maybe I want to let you have it so that I can be more aggressive. This could be wrong. I'm just going to block with this Blackout Kick for 3. Any attack reaction, or no attack reaction because you don't have any cards. No. But you will hit me for 3, so I'll take 3, and then you can reveal your top card, and if it's an action card, put it face down into Arsenal.
So I'm just going to highlight and hit.
Or just skim it off the top. Just do like the quick, and then flip it over so we can see if it's an action card or not. It is an action card, Sharpened Steel Blue, so then you put that into your Arsenal face down. Okay. All right.
Then this will come back to hand. That's going to go graveyard. We're going to hit end turn and grab 4 cards. Okay.
All right. So then on my turn, I am going to pitch for 3. And we'll lead off with Karachi for 1 with Go Again.
Yep. And let's block with the Driving Blade.
Okay, no reaction. Second Kadachi for 1 with Go Again.
Block with the Biting Blade.
All right, no reaction. Leg Tap for 3 with Go Again.
Block with the Stroke of Foresight.
All right, no reactions. That'll be my turn. Put this card in arsenal.
Okay. The fatigue effect is real.
Yeah. So you can, one other tip that can be useful in these situations, if you highlight the deck, you can see how many cards are left. So you have 33 cards left in deck. I have 28. So neither of us is getting that close to running out of cards completely, even though we are at this point spending a lot of cards to block. All right, over to you.
Has to be played first. Okay. Let's pitch here for 3 resources.
Okay.
3 command. Then 1 on my arsenal card.
Yep.
Here. Flip, sharpen steel. Blue is just gonna give it a +1.
Okay.
And 1 on my dawn blade and swing for 4.
Swing for 4. So then I gotta think about how I want to be doing my defenses here and what I want to be doing on my next turn. Okay, I'm going to say no blocks, but I have a defense reaction. I'm going to play a springboard somersault from Arsenal, and because it's from Arsenal, it gets +2, so it will block the full 4.
Cool. Dawn Blade's going to come back to my weapon slot. Sharpen steel to my graveyard. We're going to end our turn, draw 4, and pass over to you.
Sounds good. So then I am going to... I'm going to pitch this copy of Flusterfist here.
Okay.
For 3, and I'll swing a Karachi for 1 with Go Again.
I have no choice. I have to block. So,
yep.
Blue, Nature's Path Pilgrimage to
Sounds
block
good.
3.
I'll swing the second Karachi for 1 with Go Again.
Okay, we're gonna second Nature Path Pilgrimage blue block.
Sounds good. And I will leg tap for 4 with Go Again.
Got me here because of the fatigue. So I have to double block. I don't get a choice.
Yeah, you got to block all of it. And then I am going to be able to pitch and Surging Strike for 4 with Go Again.
Yeah, good game.
Good game.
Really good game.
Yeah, so this I think was a good demonstration of just the basics of TTS. Also, how scary it is to go to 1 life against these friggin' Kadachi hits.
No joke. Just the go wide ability to fatigue your opponent each turn, and just bleed them out of their cards and resources it's very serious. It's very real.
Yeah. Now we didn't have the true, sometimes people talk about like a fatigue deck where the goal is actually to run your opponent out of cards in deck, and we didn't have that, but just like the amount that you have to block each time gets you towards fatigue faster, and it just restricts your opponent's options. But the downside is, on those early turns when I'm doing these swings, you can be like, whatever, I'll take 1 damage and do something big. I'll take 1 damage and do something big. So these Karachi get good in the late game, but you have to get there first, and early on they're just not that threatening.
Yeah. Yep, that makes a lot of sense, and I totally agree with that. I think Tabletop's really awesome, actually. I really appreciate you kind of taking me to that next step. I really enjoyed following your video to download Tabletop and to get it initially set up. And I think just coming in and playing this game, even though I have a pretty good collection for Flesh and Blood at this point, because I'm excited to kind of go to some welcome events and go to some kind of armory events and some of the tournaments.
Yep.
I think I really enjoyed Tabletop, and I'm surprised at how much I really enjoyed just how easy it is to actually play through the game. And I appreciate you taking me through the game.
Yeah, no problem. I really like Tabletop Simulator. I am in an area where there has been a bunch of virus stuff going on over in California, and I think there aren't really real life events being held in my area to the best of my knowledge, and if there were, I'm not totally sure they would be safe, quite frankly. But Tabletop Simulator is a way to get some practice in, play some games, and hopefully once we're going to see the vaccine rollouts and stuff like that going on this year, and hopefully we're going to be playing in real life soon. But until that stuff gets worked out, and it seems like it's still going to be a while, that we have Tabletop Simulator to get some games in, practice Flesh and Blood. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it is a lot of fun.
All right, you got anything else, or shall we close this one down?
No, I think this was a great session. And like I said, I really appreciated kind of going to that next tier, and I was really pleasantly surprised at how much I enjoyed the mechanics and the true to play experience in tabletop. So yeah, I had a lot of fun. Thank you.
Yeah, sounds great. All right, guys, that's going to do it for this one. Because this was a collaboration, we're actually going to be uploading this video both to the Intrinsic Gaming channel and to my Tower Number 9 channel sometime in the future. And, I think we will each link to one another. So check out the description for a link to my channel if you're viewing this on Intrinsic's channel, or a link to Intrinsic's channel if you're viewing this on my channel. Thanks again for watching, guys. And we're going to be coming back to you later with some more Flesh and Blood content. So stay tuned.